little bit gloomy as we get things rolling this Thursday morning. This is a look at what a lot of us were waking up to, at least this side. A lot of cloud cover just about across the board as we got out the door this morning. Here's all of that cloud cover, at least showing up pretty nicely on FUTURETRACK. This is in the wake of that cold front that we were tracking yesterday, fired up some storms into the afternoon. Don't lose sight of it because it's actually not going too far as we get into the next couple of days. Temperatures today, though, will break up the cloud cover as we get into this afternoon, only topping out in the low 80s. But I mentioned that front. It's coming back as we get into tomorrow, and that's going to lead to a pretty toasty Friday, especially anywhere along and south of that frontal boundary here. It's going to be coming back as a warm front. We're getting back into the low 90s. Likely going to feel close to 100 in some spots, especially back toward the west, where they're a little bit behind that. But that's actually going to lay the foundation for some showers and thunderstorms. We're going to track an impulse. It's going to kind of ripple right along that and fire up some of those as we get into the evening hours. Again, the timing on this is pretty flexible as of right now. I'd just be keeping an eye to the sky as we get any time after about 6 o'clock. Some of these could be on the strong side. Even as we get into the overnight hours, certainly possible that the timing of that kind of slides back a little bit further. But as we get into Saturday, fortunately, that front comes working its way on through, and I think it's going to fire up another round of storms as we get into Saturday itself. But Friday, again, there is a severe threat. There's a severe threat with both of these rounds, but looking a little bit of a better bet as we get into Friday, especially as you work your way into some of our northern counties. But there are still a lot of questions here with some of the data still pouring in this morning, exactly where that front ultimately ends up. We think it's going to end up a little bit further north, but that was coming into this morning. Some of the data coming in this morning showing it a little bit further south. So that might put the crosshairs a little closer to us. And again, the timing that evening versus overnight, that could ultimately affect how Saturday afternoon unfolds. Those severe threats, though, damaging straight line winds and flash flooding, all going to be possible. Again, large hail and even a few tornadoes we can't completely rule out right now as we get into about 36 to 48 hours out. Looking at that ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast. Again, going to be tracking those storms late Friday into Saturday. We might have another round in us as we get into Sunday. I think the severe threat, though, is over after that Saturday round. So stay with us. Again, a lot to kind of iron out here as we go forward these next 2 days.